Hey, what's up guys? Casey Dimon here, TaxSaleAcademy.com, and we're talking about foolproof investments today. Anytime someone hears the words investments or invest or anything like that, the first thing they think of is risk. Whether it's stocks, bonds, real estate, Bitcoin, business, whatever it is, they're like, what is my risk going to be? And the fact of the matter is, if you do it correctly, your risk could always be about right here. You should only make those foolproof investments. Now, there's going to be times where you might want to be more speculative or be a little bit risky and hope for better returns, but at the end of the day, that needs to be in the minority. The majority of your purchases need to be in the very low risk category. And it's very easy to do that as a tax sale investor if you know what you're doing. So, how exactly do that? Let's go over 3 different ways. Number 1 is just that. Know exactly what you're doing. Many years ago, guys, a financial planner that I was working with asked me to invest in a product that I didn't really understand. I dumped quite a bit of money into it. Long story short, I lost the money, but I learned a very important lesson. I would never, ever again invest in something if I didn't fully and truly understand it. So when it comes to tax sale investing, you must know what you're doing. Take the time to learn. The only situations where I've heard of people who have lost money as tax sale investors were those that weren't really tax sale investors. They didn't know what they were doing. They did not invest the time to learn this system, learn the processes, and all that good stuff. This is by far the most important tip I'll ever have for you when it comes to tax sale investing. Know exactly what you're doing. It's an easy business. Buy here, sell here. But there's so much stuff in between. There's so many details, so much to that process that you must understand before you get in this business. Guys, there's a lot of people out there that for whatever reason they want to invest $10, $20, $30, $50, $100,000 into tax defaulted real estate without learning about it first. It just doesn't make any sense. Do yourself a favor. First off, start up my book, Tax Sale Playbook, TaxSaleAcademy.com. Book is free. Just covers shipping costs, guys. That's a very, very cheap way to start learning about investing in tax defaulted real estate. But do not get in this business. Do not make any investment anywhere unless you know exactly what you're doing. Number 2. Know what you're buying. Know everything about that property. Just because it's an auction property, just because it's cheap, just because it's something that you think you can make money on, maybe is not a reason to buy it. You need to be sure that you can make money on it. You need to know exactly what that property is. You need to know everything about that property, including the history. You need to know what you're buying. Know those values down to the digit, guys. Have a solid understanding of the business and of the property you're buying, and you'll be on your way to being a successful tax sale investor. Number 3 kind of concludes all this. It's a very simplified process of everything that we do. But number 3 is know how you're going to sell it. Know how you're going to exit. Maybe you're going to hold it and rent it. That's cool. Make sure you're buying for it. Maybe you're going to sell it on the secondary market to another investor. Make sure you buy it in that proper manner. Maybe you're going to sell it to an end user. Make sure you buy it properly. Guys, you need to have all this in mind before you get to any investment. So know what you're doing. Know everything about that piece of property, and know exactly how you're going to sell it. And make sure when you sell it, that whole method when you're talking about selling it, make sure that is absolutely going to be foolproof, 100% guaranteed positive type sell, and not a let's throw in the market and hope it sells. Make sure you have a foolproof way to sell it too. So again, know what you're doing, know how you're buying it, and know how you're selling it. And that's the method. That's the strategy to get you to a foolproof investment. Obviously, there's a lot involved in all 3 of those things. This is a very, very quick video on that subject. If you want to learn more about those 3 things, head on over to TaxSaleAcademy.com. Click on the web class link. We'll have a 1-hour long web class, which is completely free. Again, you can also pick up the Tax Sale Playbook, just covers shipping on it. And then, of course, you can join the Tax Sale Academy. Not only do we go over these 3 things, we go over lots and lots of other comprehensive information and very, very detailed trainings that we learned in the past 16 plus years. That's it for today, guys. For more information, head on over to TaxSaleAcademy.com. I'll see you on the site. Take care. Bye-bye.